PRC, quality service since 1972. Repairing TVs, console stereos, electronic musical instruments, pinball machines, arcade games, and more. Call 836-0454.
This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday morning, the 15th day of April, tax day. James Spann here. Things are looking up, and the weather across Alabama should be calm through the end of the week, but the weather turns wet again at some point this weekend. Let's take a look at what's happening this morning with our Skycam network. That's the view of the old tennis courts on the campus of the University of West Alabama in Livingston. Early this morning. Pretty cool. Readings were in the 40s in most spots. There's the Jasper Skycam. Got the electricity back on after Monday's gravity wave. By the way, that's our big topic on Weather Brains this week. Our weekly podcast, if you want to check that out. And from Birmingham, looking south at the top of the Daniel buildings. You know, by golly, those clouds are still out there, aren't they? I don't think they'll ever go away. Here's the deal, kind of a traffic jam. We've got this blocked up pattern here, trough over the east, whopper of a trough out west, ridging in between, but the subsidence with that ridging should knock the clouds out later this morning, we hope. Temperatures are chilly over much of the nation. You see pockets of freezing out west underneath that new trough where some snows are going on for the mountains out there. Here's a look at our numbers. Tuscaloosa, the cool spot because it's clear there. They've got 41. Birmingham at 45. And the warm spots, oddly enough, are Gadsden and Muscle Shoals because the clouds are still hanging tough in those two cities. Peek at the watch warning map around the nation this morning. Interesting to note those winter storm watches and warnings out west, out in the mountains, and wind advisories out there across the plain states. Expected rain around the nation for the next 5 days. This is valid through Monday evening. And this is suggesting some 2-inch rains for northwest Alabama, but amounts much lighter down to the southeast, and the heaviest rain over in southeastern Texas, a little north of Houston and Galveston, 8 inches there. And again, we certainly do believe that the weather will be turning wet over the weekend, as you'll see in just a bit. Convective outlook. This is the day 2 risk area. Tomorrow for Thursday, a risk of severe weather from the Rio Grande up through the plains of western Kansas and eastern Colorado. And day 3, which is Friday, a risk for parts of southeastern Texas and also West Oklahoma and southwestern Kansas. And beyond that, there's no formal risk, and I think that's right. It's the deal for us does not especially look like a major severe weather problem this weekend, as you'll see. Here's the modeling. This is the OZGFS at 1 o'clock today, and this is at 500 millibars, about 18 to 20,000 feet off the ground. Big, deep trough out west. We'll keep an eye on that. Down below that, we should have a pretty decent day today. Lots of sunshine, assuming these clouds finally break, as we think they will. Highs back in the 60s today. Tomorrow, great day. Sunny, will be up in the low 70s. And on Friday, weather looks good. We've got that new storm with heavy rain developing over Texas, but we'll stay dry with maybe mid-70s. Now, for the weekend, the GFS beginning to be a little more aggressive in moving the rain in here during the afternoon Saturday, and it looks like we might have to hit that a little harder, especially north of Interstate 59 or north of a line from Birmingham to Tuscaloosa to Gadsden. So the sky becoming cloudy. We will go ahead and bring in rain Saturday, and that means there could be some rain for the Alabama A-Day game. The Auburn scrimmage looks a whole lot better off there. And then Sunday, there's your trough, and you can see it's fairly broad. That's not really a severe weather look, and down below that, this run has a good band of showers and storms moving through. Looks more like just a rain event with some thunder instead of a severe weather problem, but that should be a pretty decent rain event. And then Monday, look at the cold core upper low in the trough. The coldest temperatures aloft are just north of here, and very low thickness values north of here. That's mainly the result of the cold air aloft. But yeah, there could be some snowflakes up in Kentucky, in Tennessee perhaps, with dynamic cooling. But around here, that just looks like a cloudy and cool day Monday with highs only in the maybe low and mid-50s, kind of like yesterday. And then Tuesday, that thing lifts out and we begin to clear with warmer temperatures. We'll peak at the end of the cycle. This is April 30th, and look at the split flow. The main polar westerlies are way up in Canada. Got a southern branch running through here, and that looks relatively wet, but no severe weather. And the one thing about that, no cold air, it's gone. In fact, that looks more like June there instead of late April. So, again, the modeling is suggesting the severe weather machine just kind of shuts off maybe for a while later this month, and the weather turns warm. And that probably works for most people, I think. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening if you're local to us. That is ABC 3340 at 5, 6, and 10. Again, thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.
Weather.